Hi, USM students. I wanted to touch base with you on just a couple of things. Number one, all of your SMART goal assignments have been graded, so please review those. I've given you all comments on your specific paper, so please go through and read those comments. A lot of you did really well. I want to focus your attention just a couple things. Remember, there are various types of terms of goals. So you have a short-term goal that might be 1 or 2 weeks. You have a medium-term goal that's usually several weeks and can be up to a month or two. And then a long-term goal is usually several months up to, a year even. But by having that long-term goal, we want to have a couple small-term goals to help you reach that long-term goal. Okay, so just kind of keep the term of how long you are focusing on the goal in mind when you are having things that are time bound. Okay. Second thing is don't add too many things to one goal. So, for example, if someone wants to improve their 5K run time by 2 minutes in the next 3 months, that's the goal, right? It's not, I'm going to improve my 5K run time and I'm going to improve my bench press and I'm going to do better with nutrition and I'm going to, right? Those are all separate goals. They're all things that you can be working on, but keep them separate. Okay. Losing 10 pounds, awesome goal. Keep it separate from maybe losing 10 pounds, doing this, all of the other things. Also, remember that we want people to be successful with their goals. So we're going to make them realistic. We are going to put the time boundness on there. But in that, not changing too many variables at once. So for example, if you have a client who wants to eat better, eating better isn't a goal, right? So we want to make it more specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, or relevant. Those are kind of vice versa, and then time bound. So if we have this client that wants to eat better, well, we need to know what they're eating to start with, right? So what does eating better mean to that client? I could have a client who is like amazing shape already, but they just feel like they need a couple tweaks. And they're already eating really well. Or could have a client who literally is eating fast food 3 meals a day, right? Very different clients. So those are going to look like very different goals. It might be best that we set a short-term goal for that client that is, you're recording your food for the next 2 weeks. I want you to record your food, everything you eat. You can use an app, you can write it down, pencil and paper, whatever. And then I want to review it so that I can see where the breakdown is. If you already have a client who's doing a great job eating 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, they're getting a decent amount of protein, they're eating well-balanced carbohydrates. If their macros are already good, then we don't need to start way back here, right? So having a goal of literally a short-term goal of I want you to record your food for the next 2 weeks. Anything that goes in your mouth is getting written down on the paper. We are recording your food and then we'll analyze it. That's a perfectly fine goal. We're going to do it for 2 weeks, right? It's time bound, it's specific, it's measurable, it's realistic, it's attainable. Okay. So don't always make goals be super hard and super crazy. Okay. Goals can be easy. They can be short term. They can be something that you work for a couple of weeks. Also, like your book said, short term goals help people count their wins, right? We want to give people several small wins all the time so that they feel like they're making progress. They're not getting discouraged. They're not like, oh my gosh, I am looking to lose 20 pounds and this is going to take me like 20 to 30 weeks. This is insane. I can't stay on track for 5 months. That's too much for me, right? But if we say, you're going to lose 4 pounds this month, right? A little bit better. So keeping things a little bit smaller sometimes is better. Make sure you're using that SMART principle. Also, make sure you're using the resources that I give you, whether it's your textbook or this week there was the ACE video about smart goals. Those two resources should have been your resources used. If you use something else, um, don't do it. And then also remember, this is an exercise class. It is fitness based. We are using the ACSM personal training, right? Resources for a personal trainer book. So your goals or anything that you are doing for this class should be exercise based. Okay. Also important, second thing I want to point out, this week is your midterm. It is 25 questions. It's worth 100 points. Okay. Make sure you're doing the reading. Make sure you're using the textbook. Make sure you're doing the reading so that you can do well on the midterm exam. Okay, it is due by Sunday. Make sure that you're not having any technology issues. Give yourself plenty of time if those arise. And in the announcements, use those technology help resources that I gave to you several weeks ago in case you have any issues. Okay. I hope you all have a great week and I will see you soon.